CBS 12 News at 6 a.m. Could a new wave of COVID-19 cases be on the horizon? The new subvariant spreading quickly overseas, and why one local doctor thinks it's already showing up in our communities.
Plus, a bunch of parks vandalized on the Treasure Coast. We'll show you more of this damage and get you up to speed on some brand new information we're learning this morning.
And tracking a couple showers moving across the area this morning. I got a closer look at the rest of your Thursday.
You're watching CBS 12 News this morning.
Hey, good Thursday morning, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm Sam Kerrigan in for Matt Lincoln.
I'm Ashley Glass. At least one of us remembered to wear their green today. Thank goodness for Sam. Much calmer day ahead after storms brought heavy wind, rain, even some hail to our area yesterday. Got messy. Yeah. Let's take a live look outside here. Here's the Roosevelt Bridge. Full, bright, twinkling this morning for us.
Yeah, you can see, though, we've got a little bit of fog on this Thursday. We want to get over to meteorologist Lauren Oleski and see what we're in store for today.
Yeah, a little fog out there for us this morning. A couple showers are moving across parts of the area as well. Right on the northwestern side of Palm Beach County, moving through Belle Glade. We've got more storms off the coastline today. We still have this little front boundary making its way south. A few showers will still be possible today. Maybe a little isolated thunderstorm, but it's mostly going to be south, closer to where that boundary is. Here's 6:30 later today. Treasure Coast, Okeechobee County, we actually could be dry at that point. But you'll notice Palm Beach County, a few thunderstorms will be possible. Mostly dry overnight. We'll start off your Friday nice and dry. Might get a little late afternoon shower there as well. Hour by hour, this is for Vero Beach today. Temperatures slowly warming up. You're going to hit about 78 degrees by 1 o'clock. Sam, Ashley?
All right, Lauren, we want to take a look on our roads right now. Not tracking any issues here in Delray Beach. I-95, the Turnpike near Atlantic Avenue, running smoothly for you. Traffic Tracker 12 also keeping an eye on things for us this morning. This is a look at I-95 in West Palm Beach. Again, we are not tracking any crashes or delays.
6:01, right to our top story here this morning. Ukraine's entering a fourth week of battling Russian forces, and the attacks are getting more intense.
New military aid is heading to the country as President Biden, for the first time, is calling Russian President Vladimir Putin a war criminal.
Yeah, let's go to Kara at our live desk here following these new developments. Kara, we're seeing a lot of new video coming in.
That's right. The president of Ukraine says evacuation corridors are not working as the Russian military keeps shelling. That new video just into the newsroom shows the aftermath of an attack on a theater in Mariupol. Take a look here. Now, seeing the damage, it's unbelievable, but we just got word that people actually survived this. Reports of people staggering out of the makeshift bomb shelter that was located underneath that theater. Hundreds of Ukrainian citizens had been sheltering there when it was struck by Russian forces. Emergency workers had a tough time getting into the building after the rubble was blocking the entrance. Right now, you're taking a look at some of the new satellite images of that same theater. You can see it there with the red roof. On the side of it, the word children spelled out in Russian on both sides of it. I want to get over to some more video. This one here shows another shelter that was bombed just a few miles from the theater. It was a large swimming facility which was housing mainly women and small children. Right now, the United Nations reporting about 3 million Ukrainians have already fled the country since Russia's invasion. More than half escaped to Poland, while hundreds and thousands of others fled to other neighboring countries. Right now, both sides say they are making progress in peace talks. The topic of Ukraine remaining neutral and out of NATO is one of the big points that's being discussed. The Russian foreign minister says there is hope for reaching a compromise in negotiations. Sam?
All right, Kara, it is 6:03, and this morning, health experts are keeping an eye on a new COVID subvariant that's spreading quickly overseas. BA.2 is believed to be at least 30% more infectious than Omicron, but not necessarily more severe. Right now, it's making up nearly a quarter of all new infections in the U.S. Infectious disease expert Dr. Thomas Unash tells CBS 12 News he expects an uptick in new cases in our state in a few weeks.
I think what it means is that we're starting to see this BA.2 variants circulating in our communities, and we're going to start to see case numbers again start to tick up. But again, the most important thing here is not if people are getting the infection, it's whether they're getting sick, and particularly whether they're getting really sick or not.
Monitoring local outbreaks may be more challenging this next time around. That's because the Florida Department of Health has stopped publishing weekly COVID reports and is now moving to bi-weekly reports.
It's 6:04 right now. This morning, we're learning a young woman lost her life in a boating accident off the coast of Boca Raton. 22-year-old Lindsay Patridge, she's from Massachusetts, was on vacation with her boyfriend when this happened over the weekend. Her family says a wave hit the boat, throwing her into the water. The boyfriend tried to save Lindsay, but it was too late.
Turned the boat around and couldn't get to her as fast as he wanted, so we jumped in after her and swam her to shore, and
She hit her head.
She got bad.
she had a fatal injury in the back of her head.
It's really sad hearing from her family there. Fish and Wildlife officials are still investigating exactly what happened.
6:05 is the time, and this morning a West Palm Beach woman is facing several charges, including child endangerment, after a 2-hour standoff in West Palm Beach. It happened yesterday right near 52nd Street and Manning Avenue. That's near St. Mary's Medical Center. Police say one man was stabbed during the standoff, but is expected to be okay. The suspect's name has not yet been released.
This morning we're following a disturbing case in Loxahatchee. Deputies trying to figure out who shot and killed a dog on Margot Way and 50th Street. You see the map here. It's near the Panther Ridge Conservation Center. Owner says the dog got out of their backyard. They found it a block from their home. Detectives are calling this a suspicious case. And get this, this latest incident comes less than 2 weeks since a German Shepherd was shot in Wellington, about 10 miles from Loxahatchee. The dog named Bella survived and is now recovering at Big Dog Ranch Rescue. Investigators are still searching for who pulled the trigger on this one. Sheriff's Office is offering a $13,000 reward in this case.
It is 6:06, and this morning we are following up on the string of vandalism at parks in the Treasure Coast. Just this week, we told you bathrooms at 3 parks in Martin County were destroyed, causing the county thousands of dollars in damage. I want you to take a look at these photos because you can see here smashed toilets, destroyed water fountains and sinks, and spray painted graffiti in the restrooms at Stewart Beach, Mary Brogan Park in Stewart, and Jock Layton Park in Palm City. The damage is so bad it's costing the county about $7,500. Something the Martin County Aquatics and Parks Administrator says is just unacceptable.
It's heartbreaking to see our parks being vandalized like they have been. Certainly in the loss of property, which has to be covered by taxpayer dollars.
He tells us since January of last year, there have been 71 cases of vandalism and graffiti at parks in Martin County, causing about $60,000 in damage. The sheriff's office says they've made 8 arrests over the past year, and they say all but one have been teenagers.
It's 6:07 right now, and this morning we're learning the U.S. Department of Justice has reached a multi-million-dollar settlement with the families of most of those killed or hurt in the Parkland school shooting. The roughly $130 million settlement's tied to the FBI's failure to investigate a tip about the Parkland shooter, Nicholas Cruz, just a month before the shooting. Cruz pleaded guilty last year to 17 counts of first-degree murder. He's facing life in prison or the death sentence, and that phase of his trial, it's expected to start next month.
In your Eye on Education this morning, we're learning the governor is allocating nearly $300 million in funding for educational programs for students in the state. Here's a breakdown of how all that money would be distributed. Nearly half of it would go to summer school and after-school programs to help students catch up. Students could also benefit from reading intervention and coaching. There will be more support STEM programs to help get students in science, technology, engineering, and math fields. And more mental health teams will also be available for students.
Well, this morning, Indiantown's close to getting its first ever high school. It's a project that will help underserved students in the area. The campus will be on Southwest Citrus Boulevard. It's right near the Treasure Coast Wildlife Center. School leaders tell us the school will focus on career and workforce education, as well as dual enrollment opportunities for 400 students.
Giving people the opportunity when you come out of high school of getting a job right away if you want to, or continue your education. It's your choice, but you have a credential that will help you.
The school's groundbreaking is set for the end of the year.
It is 6:08 on your Thursday morning, and still ahead, we just got our hands on some 911 calls in a high-profile story after several West Point cadets overdosed.
You'll hear the tapes, plus the new debate this case is stirring up. Should fentanyl test strips be legal? We are hearing from local leaders about it.
As a survivor myself, whose breast cancer was diagnosed with my mammogram, I think it's so important, and I think we need to do everything we can in this state to address it.
And a bill to make breast cancer exams cheaper just failed in the legislative session. Ahead, why lawmakers could not reach an agreement and how a local senator is still fighting to make it a law.